Good morning. It's 10:08 a.m. and we're going over my previous video. Now you can see we're just getting started here, and I want you to watch the top 2,500. That's right there, 32.24. Now watch, they're going to drop the price, and watch the red candlestick. So we found them, the 2,500 at the 31.34 on the buy side, and you notice they just dropped it down to 32.09 from 32.23. Now I want you to watch that red candlestick that's right there. That's how they manipulate the price down. Now they took it down from 32.23, no, 26, I'm sorry. Wait, we could look, hold on up. They're going to see where we seen it originally. 32.24, you see that? Right there. Now watch what happens. He drops it down to 32.09. This is how they're manipulating the price. Now watch what happens. We're going to start going down. You see what I'm saying? You just watched them drop it a few cents. 20-something cents. It's 32.09 now. Now if you watch that tail, that red candle is going to get deeper as he moves that 2,500 lower and lower. You keep an eyeball on it. See? Right there. You keep an eyeball on that. See? You see the candle? I'm doing a voiceover on this video because I noticed you could watch it. You could watch it. You can watch how that wall manipulates the price in real time. See, it's down to 31.34. Now they lowered the price from 32.24 to 32.09. We get some more red. Now he's going to probably drop that price again. Could you imagine if they kept margin trading on Coinbase, where the price would be? Litecoin be about $2. So you're seeing how he maneuvered the price down with that 2,500 wall. He took it from 32.24 and he dropped it down to 32.09, and the reaction of the pressure of that moving the largest sell wall trade in the exposed order book down in price affects the price. Now he's going to start throwing in larger trades at the lowest price possible to assist him in getting the price down. And he's going to start dumping into the buys. See, he's trying to replicate what he did 6 a.m. January 22nd. See what I told you? He did exactly what I said he was going to do. Now he dumped into the buy walls. He's lowered the price down below 31. Now that 2,500 wall, look at this, 1550, you see? Now you can see how he's using those walls to manipulate the price. Using it to put pressure onto a downward trend. And you keep watching that 2,500 wall on top. That's the key focus when he's trying to bring the market down. When they're trying to manipulate it up, the 2,500 buy is the key focus. They do not want this over 32. It went over 32. Now the wall is being reactionary. He's using that 2,500 to assert lower price pressure. That wall is the dominant wall, so that's going to affect the book the most. That's the largest wall. Now he lowered it down to 31.94. Watch the price continue to go down. Now, people, are you following me here? You just watched him lower it twice. Again, the dominant. Now he moved it back up to 32. He took the pressure off, and now the tail grows. He's not selling that trade. He's moving it around in the price range of the order book to assert pressure and affect volume. Now you just watched him drop it below 31. He might have hit his target price so he could buy some coin, and then he puts the price back to 32.09. Now I'm hoping people can follow this, because I feel that I really missed the point to showing you how this actually works. Here you can actually see it work, and I'm explaining what he's doing. Now you've seen him drop the price from 32.24 to 32.09. Then he dropped it lower below 32. He got the reaction that he wanted. Those might be his buys that are sitting in there that he's getting filled. Now he just moved it back up to 32.09 and hasn't sold a fucking one coin of that 2,500 for months, because it's not intended to be sold. It's intended to manipulate the market. It's the largest sell wall in the exposed order book, and it's never been sold for months. And he has an opposing buy wall of the same market size, so it washes out the volume. And using those two walls, he can manipulate the market to any price he desires. And you're watching him do it here. You're watching him do it. So that explains the kettling wall, how it manipulates the price. You got to see it, how he took it down from 32 to below 32, in live action, using that sell wall, the kettling wall method, by moving the kettling walls around. He doesn't have to move the walls, both walls at the same time. He can move one wall to get the desired effect. But if he wants to cause like a huge upswing, he'll move both, and then the price will be forced. Now you see how he dropped it down to 31.96? Okay. Now he's going to try to get the price to go down some more. You got to understand, when he moves this down, any legit trader that's coming in here, well, I got to sell my coin, I need the money. Where can I sell it at? Well, let me put the sale up here. If you put it above this 2,500, you're never going to sell it, because people aren't going to be able to break through this wall. So you're going to sell it all within this range. So this is people who are really justifiably trying to sell their coin, plus the manipulator loading up the deck too. He's using these guys. Anybody that has any intention to sell today because they need the money, they're stuck selling below his wall. He's manipulating you what price to sell too. And then all you people shorting, you see this one down here? What do you think he's doing to you? Now you notice after he dropped the price, where's the mid-market price? Oh, it's went down. It went down. This is very easy to see what he's doing with these walls. Whoever owns these walls, you have to find out. And you could tell him, you know what you were doing was illegal? Regardless if he says yes or no, Coinbase was told they were supposed to do their due diligence, either contact them and stop them, or if they were doing it, stop it themselves. So as far as I'm concerned, all parties involved, jail time. Jail time. They're guilty. I took it as the first thing that Coinbase was naive. They don't know the art of reading an order book is kind of old. There's not too many people who could do it anymore. So I'm trying to teach it to other people, the young people. Go to my channel, and they'll have an advantage. You can't just use technical analysis. You have to know how to read an order book. This is how the guys used to do it back in the day when they worked on the floor. They used to have to say, "What's the market going to go today? Let's go take a look at the book." They actually had a big book. There was no computers back then. Maybe you had a ticker, but if you worked on the floor, you go to the book, an actual book, a paper book. So now you've seen him drop it down to 31.96 from 32.09. We originally started at 32.24. And then he starts dropping the wall down, and what happens to the price? He puts sell pressure on it. Anybody looking to sell has to sell below that wall because the market's not going to trade past that wall because of the volume. And then they tell me that, no, that's not price manipulation. That's not taking people's coin at a lower price than it should be because you put up a fake wall to keep them from selling higher so you can get the coin cheap. Then you raise your wall up, the price goes up, and then you dump it on the market at a higher price. It's as simple. It's not rocket science. After he gets done getting you guys to sell your coin, who need to sell today for whatever reason, expenses, whatever, miners, whatever, after you sell this coin today, he's gonna take and raise this price to like 32, 33, let it go up, maneuver it up, and then he's gonna dump it and sell your coin at a price that you should have sold it at, but he stopped you. Now you can see as this gets closer to the epicenter, the people that are looking to sell have a less and less range of price to sell this coin in. Forced to sell at a lower price by a manipulation sell wall. Now I just looked at the same thing. And it's all botted in. It's botted in across all the coin. This manipulation, and you'll see that 2,500 up there forever because Coinbase has proven so lax and imbecilic that he doesn't even bother to change the market size value of his Kettling trades anymore. You see 2,500 is better than there, and the 2,500 is better than there. We watched him drop that 2,500 from 32.24 to 31.96, and lo and behold, the price goes down. He's controlling the price using the Kettling walls. Now, if he moves, watch when he moves that price. Now, what's going to happen? He's getting he's getting buy resistance now. People are buying. They're buying into the sell walls, which he doesn't want. He wants to sell is dumping into the buys. But what's happening? These guys are also on the bull side are buying into the sell walls. So now he's got a problem, and that's where you see that tail come from at the end of that red candle over here. He's still a sir. If he drops So you know in the morning, if you sit here and you have to be on here on 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. Okay, that's how you're going to see what they're going to do. Which side of the rainbow they're going to be on. So now we're at 31.96. All those trades above it, they're never going to be sold at that price because the market can't overcome that fake sell wall, which never is bought or sold on either side. So he screwed anybody that's short, and you're screwed on Litecoin. Anybody go along, you're screwed too. So we're screwed all around. They made it impossible for anybody to make any real money on this when they started asserting those walls. You're seeing it. I don't know what else to tell you people. I'm not the one who holds those walls, because if I did, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I'd be on my way on vacation in Europe someplace where you guys can't afford to go because I manipulated that out of your money. So you could watch this video and you just observe the order book and observe the walls. Now sometimes what he'll do is he'll change the market size of those walls, but it's very easy to find them because first of all you go, say if he decided to make the walls 3,500. I wake up the next day. Now all of a sudden, oh, there's no more 2,500. What to do? You go straight to the largest wall in the exposed order book. You watch it for a while, see what it changes to, its lowest. Then you go to the bottom and you look for the largest exposed buy wall on the buy side. And guess what? That's how you find them. They're both exactly the same. It'll take you a little bit, sometimes some time for it to be exposed because it's mixed in with some waters. But since he's manipulating the market, he has to move it around. And then lo and behold, there it is. So we just watched him how he caused the market to dump down by moving that wall from 32.24 down to 32.09 and then 31.96. And lo and behold, the price went down. And the price is always going to be lower than the wall because he's squeezing the trading range you could sell in. Possibly selling, I should say. Anybody that's looking to sell, you're not going to be able to sell above that sell wall because the market volume can't overcome it. And he knows that. So he gets you to sell at his price. And then when he's done, when he's accumulated as much coin as he thinks he could possibly get out of you guys, squeeze you out, force you to sell to him, he's buying it, right? Then he lets the price go up, and then he dumps it on you. And then he begins the whole process again. It's simple. It's rudimentary. It's not even sophisticated. And this is what you have to endure in the crypto market. And again, I'll say it again. In December, the crypto market, the capital doubled. Where did that money come from? Then you have the three stooges, Mo, Larry, and Curly. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates, who every second that they don't attend to their business costs them millions of dollars, fly in to do an interview specifically on cryptocurrency. It's in a bubble. And they're comparing it to a bubble where the price went up 20-fold. And the next one they were comparing to went up 11-fold. And they claim because we went up 4-fold in cryptocurrency, we were in a bubble. It was the cheapest orchestrated bubble they ever got away with, let me tell you. Let me tell you, it's a scam. And Brian and Charlie knew about it. Charlie was walking around, oh, Litecoin's going to go up to 1,000. Charlie, why'd you sell off at 400? Because it was going to go up to 1,000. Charlie, did it ever go up to 1,000? No. Why'd you sell it for? Conflict of interest. You mean you did an exit scam on your coin and you're using the excuse conflict of interest? Be truthful. All right, be truthful. Anybody that who's marketing and has faith in the product that they created and is selling doesn't dump it all. Doesn't leave his own business. Oh God, sometimes you just gotta shake your head what people will believe. You hear people, oh, Charlie's a nice guy. Yeah, I guess anybody that robs you, you consider them nice. You gotta have some kind of mental imbalance. You got some kind of friggin' beaten wife syndrome or something. I don't understand it at all. So I'm just showing you today how they manipulate the market, how they keep the price under their control. Now you notice that the price isn't moving because that wall is down at below 31.96. It's keeping it below $32. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. You're seeing it here. So these guys at Coinbase have to be investigated. There's an obvious crime here. Now you just have to put the picture, the face, to whoever's doing this, who owns this 2,500, and that face will soon should have him holding a sign with the number on it and being processed to go in federal Rammy in the ass present. And you know what? I don't care, because they damaged so many people's lives doing this. I hear so many stories. Oh, I lost everything. Oh, how the hell does this happen? Because they were manipulated. It was stolen from them. This wasn't a fair market where you just lose your money because the fad is over or it's hyped something. This was a contrived, manipulated through the order book crash, a pump and dump that was manipulated, in which the owner of Litecoin and the owner of Coinbase took part in. They knew this was coming. So you can go ahead and believe Charlie, man. Go right ahead, because now he's walking around talking about, oh, it's going to go up to 800. And then you're like, wait, what? Wow, isn't that a familiar pattern? Didn't he walk around before that saying it was going to go up to 1,000? That's why he sold that 400? I would say tops, they're going to pump it up to 5. And everybody like, how do you know that? Because that's what manipulators do. Eventually, they want to make they change their book, their modus operandi. They go to the other side. They're pumping and dumping this market at will. Now that the big boys want to come in and get part of the action, they pumped the market up fourfold. The people responsible for funding those people all went to a meeting. It's in a bubble. It's in a bubble. But you're comparing it to the tulip mania of 1653, which was 20. There was a 20-fold increase in the price of tulips versus cryptocurrency, where we have more available wealth to the average individual than 1653. It goes up to fourfold, and you compare it to something that went up to 20-fold, and you call it a bubble where there's less poor people. Back then, most of the population was poor. You just gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. That's how dumb they think you are. Alright, people, I'm going to cut this video and post it. Make of it what you will. It's my opinion. Watch the order book. Compare it to the movements that happen on the graphs, the candlesticks, on the 1 hour. And you'll see what I'm talking about. It's very obvious. Use your eyes. Use your own free will. Look, watch. Watch, compare. Hey, what this went down. Oh, look, the price went down. It's being manipulated. It's that simple.